TCI is Therapeutic Crisis Intervention, and so what it's looking to achieve is to provide the frameworks and the strategies and the resources for a carer or an adult to be able to provide immediate emotional as well as environmental support to reduce the impact of stress, as well as then support them to learn new ways to better cope with stress next time. So it's both preventative as well as reactive, and then recovery phase as well. So yeah, like I mentioned, it sort of breaks it down into what you can do to prevent a crisis happening. It also gives you some early response strategies in terms of how to respond when it looks like this, how does it respond if it gets a little bit worse, what to do at crisis. But then I guess a key part is also what to do during that recovery period so that you've got that repair element. It is really focused on taking away the responsibility for the child to be responsible to regulate through that, and enabling and upskilling the carer or the adult in the situation to facilitate them to go through that process and recover. So it's any kind of escalation in the situation where yourself or a child or the environment might be at risk, and it can be as low as an expression of frustration, like, oh, I can't do this kind of thing. So that's not obviously crisis stage, but it's the early signs. And so if we can curb that at that point, then that's a great outcome. Whereas a crisis can be up to something like where there is violence towards others, or aggression at least towards the environment or to another person. So yeah, we're really looking at trying to curb it earlier so we don't get to crisis, but also knowing how to best respond if crisis does occur. Oh, I think it definitely helps even as a trainer. I got trained and I've delivered it once now, and I learn things through doing it, through talking to other carers and things. I will say, particularly having teenagers, it does happen just to curb, again, those early escalations and to not take it personal, not get caught up in it. One of the key things at the very beginning of the training is ask you 4 questions in the way of, what am I feeling right now? What is the child feeling, needing or wanting? How's the environment impacting, and how do I best respond? That alone can help in both when it's not crisis and things are going well. So, if things are going well, like, how am I feeling? What are they feeling, needing or wanting? Is there anything in the environment that's impacting? And then, yeah, how do I best respond? So it helps in the everyday interactions with kids, but then also as a foundation, it can apply it when things aren't going so well as well. So you practice it enough, you implement them every day, and you bring this information to the forefront of your mind, and it can help in everyday situations, not only when things are at that point of aggression or violence. So that's probably what I like best about it, and how it's best helped me in situations with kids that stay with me.